All right, welcome back. So in the previous video, we performed our first scan. We actually ran the Trivy command. We saw how does things look like and how do we explore it. This video in specific, we are going to learn how you can fix the local images at your system, right? Because if there is any way to fix it at local, this is the video that you are looking for. So let's say you have done a fresh new development and you want to see is there any vulnerability present in my current code base. So you will just run the trivy command and you will find out what are the vulnerability present. So let's take a very vague example right now. You are working on Python and there is a library that you're using. Let's say you're using pandas 3.5 and the issue is found. So if you're using at your level, you can just upgrade it to the version where the patch is present, right? So that is something that you can mitigate at the lower level itself so that you can avoid pushing a vulnerability image into the production, right? So let us create a demo, and this is just specific for the demonstration. How does thing will look like? So yeah, so initial thing is, let me just create a demo repository over here. So mkdir python demo, and I'll go to Python demo repository. I hope the font is visible to you. Now, let's say there is a Python file, and let me create a new file. So I'll create app.py, and here I'll write a print statement that would be hello there. So this is the Python file that we would be using, and I will be creating a Docker image out of it. Okay. Now the next thing would be I have to create a Docker file. So I'll just create a Docker file over here, Docker file, and here it would be from Python 3.10, and let's use a slime image. And then what I'm going to do, I'll run pip install flask, and then we are going to copy entirely the app.py file to the current root, and then we are going to run the file by using the command python followed by the file name app.py. Okay, and here we need one more space. Okay, and we should be good. Now, let's say this is the file that I have created and I want to create a build out of it. So how do we create it? So docker build -t for tag, and I'll just create app with issue dot. Okay. Now here it will create an artifact based on the file which we created. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a Trivy scan. But again, if I want to check how much time does it take, I'll just write time. Okay, Trivy image and followed by the image name. Now, the image that we created here is app with issue, and it will be with the tag latest. Okay. Now, why we are using time over here? Basically, we want to know how much time does it take to scan this image. Okay. So, if you are aware of Trivy vulnerability database, so what it does, it take the multiple sources as a reference, club it together, and database is been maintained by Aqua Security, and that is the main reason we are using the time command to see how much time does it takes to scan this image. I'll press enter. So it will update the database and it will print the result on user screen. Okay. Now here you can see we have a vulnerability at a Python package, and here it's on PIP, that is the library, that is Python package manager. And here you can see the current install version is 23.0.1 and it is fixed in 23.3, which is latest. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we are going to fix this issue. Now fixing this issue is very much easier. We are going to just upgrade the Python installation packager, and then things will be good for us. So this entire severity issue will get mitigated and we should be good. Now, let's see if I want to understand more about this issue, I'll just click on this link and go through entire documentation which has been prepared by Aqua Security. There will be multiple references that would be supporting this result. Okay, so yeah, and also if you want to find out about this vulnerability, you just copy this entire CVE ID, paste it on Google, and you will get tons of detail about this vulnerability. Now, let's say we figured out the issue. We have the installed version. We have the fix present. Now, let us fix this issue. What I'm going to create is I'll just create a copy of the Docker file for our reference, and I'll just write and or cp Docker file to Docker file with the issue. Okay, it is done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to update the Docker file with the patch. So when Docker file, and here see the issue was with PIP, that's Python installation package. So I'll just write run pip install hyphen upgrade pip. Now what it will do, it will just upgrade Python installation packager, and then the issue will get resolved. I will just save it as is. Okay. Now I'll just rebuild the image. So app with issue, and I'll just write this one as 1 second. I'll just update it. 1 second. Okay. All right. I'll type it directly. So Docker build -t for tag, and I'll write app with fix dot. Here it will rebuild the file. Okay. And then once everything is done, we are going to run the Trivy scan again. So Trivy image app with fix. And here you can see that issue is resolved, and at local level only, before even pushing the artifact to Docker Hub, we mitigated the issue. And here whatever issues that you are looking is actually at OS level. Okay, so that has been taken care by the infra team. But as a developer, we fixed the issue that was creating the issue, right? In this video, we learned how we can actually fix the Trivy issues when we are getting it over the console. We solve one medium level issue, and like if you can if you want to, you can just explore using multiple images in your own local projects. Okay, in the coming video I am going to actually tell you how you can fix the issue in the already pushed Docker images and how do you patch it. So this thing will be something that we are going to learn in the next video. In this video we learn how do you find the issues that are present in your current local image, how do you fix it, and then once everything is done you can directly push it to Docker Hub. Right now, we also understand Trivy maintains a database, and that is the actual source of truth for it, where it is actually telling these are the data that is present. Right. So yeah, that was all in this video, and I will see you in the next one where we are going to actually fix a artifact which is already pushed to Docker Hub. So yeah, see you there.